Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the euro currency. So, as you can see, this market has shown the upward breakout of recent top around 120 area. That's actually thing that we have discussed last week, in the weekend, and yesterday as well. So, target that we have specified around 2060 area also has been hit. This is OP of this, let's call it as a hand and shoulders or something of that sort that we discussed. It's ABCD pattern. It's actually on the weekly chart. This is bullish engulfing inside of the pattern. So currently the minimal target of this setup is done, as on the weekly engulfing pattern also has reached the minimum target. The minimum target of the dynamic pressures also has been reached because market has hit take out the previous top, and now it stands at the new top here. Let's consider what could happen next. Well, in general, you can see that market shows pretty nice acceleration here to the OP. This breakout shows the tail closing session. This market closed right in the top. And it shows no meaningful pullback. So it means that we will not get the fake breakout of this rectangle. Market stands pretty strong above the broken area. No return. And this is not the wash and rinse. So this is real breakthrough here on the daily chart. Market not at overbought here. Above the market we have no significant fib levels. So actually it's relatively free space. So taking into consideration the targets that we could set here is first of all XOP, which is the same ABCD pattern. It stands 2250 approximately. It agrees with the classical target of the rectangle. So as you know, when the market out of the rectangle, it usually moves and passes the same distance as the height of the rectangle. So you need to calculate the height counted from the upper border to the upside, and you'll get approximately the target that market could reach. So this is approximately the same area, around 2265 probably. So mostly we could say that this is the same. And finally, we could use the extension of this resting swing down, resting retracement. Unfortunately, we can't call it as a butterfly, because here you can see the minor wash and rinse, minor spike below these lows, and it doesn't let us to treat it as the butterfly. But still, as a resistance, we could use the extension of this swing, and you can see 1618 extension stands precisely at the same area. Well, probably it makes sense to add also 127 as some intermediate resistance that market also could respect somehow. So it stands very close, around 2115 area, 2120 maybe. Well, that's the targets that we have. This, of course, the next major target. Above this level, it will be next resistance, the major monthly resistance around 25, and it also will be the previous top on the weekly chart. That will be significant resistance, but hardly we will get it in this week. Currently, let's focus on the 2 moments. First of all, we discussed the target. Now it's a question what will happen today and how we could take the position with the possible upward continuation. So as market stands at the OP, we suggest that it could be some pullback. It's just logical. So market, in most cases, respects somehow the targets that it is reached. But at the same time, euro currency has the special feature. When it stands in some thrusting action and is trying to get the more pace and some acceleration, it shows very small retracements. So you could take a look at the charts at any trend that stands on the euro, and you'll see that any pullback stands very small. So usually it's some 30% on some minor level on intraday charts. So euro currency very rare, even if it creeps with the overbought level, very rare shows significant pullbacks. And I have tried to suggest what we could get. Take a look that in recent 2-3 months, market shows very accurately the harmonic swings on the retracement on the downside retracement on the upward action. So if we would suggest that could be the same story this time, that could be retesting on the previous tops approximately around 1950, maybe slightly lower somewhere 1910 area. So somewhere in this level, we could get the support, and where market could continue upward action back to the XOP. So let's keep an eye on the 4-hour time frame chart what fib levels we have. On the 4-hour time frame chart, I suppose that we could keep an eye on two levels. First is 120.22 is the nearest support. It's a retesting of the previous top. This has been broken recently. You can see it. Next will be, as you can see, conference support 1975, 1984. 1908 we also have here the 618. That's in general agrees with the harmonic swing that we discussed on the daily chart. So that's probably will be this one. So let's check this out. Right, so this will be the harmonic swing the market will complete it. It's 1908. That will be the half of this harmonic swing, you can see, right to the confluence 1984. So these two levels probably we need to consider. Personally, I like this one. This confluence support, slightly below the broken top, so it will be not too deep dive below the broken top, and that's great. So market should not return back in a rectangle. So although 1908 is possible with the harmonic swing, I still hope that will be less retracement, smaller retracement. It's half of the harmonic swing right here, because market not at the overbought, it just has broken the previous top, and in this case, to keep the bullish context pure, it would be better to not see the deep retracement. So 1984, 1975, it's quite enough to show respect to the OP target that we have, and it's actually could continue upward action. At the same time, guys, since we do not have yet the starting of the pullback, once it will start, if of course it will start at all, we will see what the type action market takes. So it will be some ABCD or some deep or faster downside retracement. Of course, we consider lower levels. But anyway, at the first touch of the 1984, if even it will be kind of the A, B, C top T pattern, the pullback here will happen. And that is our chance to take riskless trade. So that's why I like this level. Because even technical pullback led us to move stops to the break-even. And after that, we're not really worried what will happen with the position. Deeper retracement, we'll take position lower out of the break-even. No retracement upward action, that's great, we have the position. So that's what we see currently on euro. Also, I would like to return back to yesterday's discussion. So recall what we discussed yesterday, especially on the hourly chart. If you remember, here was the retracement. And we said, when we discussed how better to take the position, we call you to split the position. Because that is most easy way and acceptable way to take the position when you do know and with a high probability the direction, but when you are not sure what the depth of the retracement will be, and at the same time when the level stands relatively close to on the hourly chart, the difference between the levels stands approximately 25, maybe 30 pips, not more, and that's best chance to split to use the scale in and split the position. That usually it works much better than you are trying to catch the entry on some predefined level, especially if this level stands a bit deeper. That's why every time when we are trying to take the position and we do not have clear shape of the retracement, we recommend to split the position and take some minor part of the first level and then more on the next level. And you can see yesterday it was no deep retracement. This market just showed some V-shape, V-bottom reversal and just rally. This happens very often. And do not just ignore this possibility. This is, in many cases, this is very useful tool for position taking on the lower time frames, on hourly chart, for example. Stop buy order is also done is pretty nice. So, as we said, you could try to buy here at the moment of the breakout using stop buy. So in this case, you can see your order should be triggered and you now should be in a profitable position. So that's all that we would like to say currently. Let's keep watching what will happen. Keep an eye on the possible pullback. But preliminary, our suggestion, it's somewhere 19 80 area on average. Somewhere at this level, should be acceptable to consider next entry on the long side of the market.